Hello students, today we are going to do prose from Unit 4, The Attic by Satyajit Ray. Now Satyajit Ray was a Bengali author and writer. He was born in 1921 and his works are carried on up to the year 1992. Now he is also an Indian filmmaker, a screenwriter, a graphic artist, a music composer, and an author of many stories for children. He was born in Kolkata, which is part of Bengal. He authored several short stories and novels meant primarily for young children and teenagers like you. He revived the children's magazine Sandesh, which his grandfather had started in 1913. That means his grandfather had started this writing stories, and he revived it means he brought it back to on and edited it means he started writing again about this until his death in 1992. Ray was more interested in writing rather than filmmaking. So mainly he was an author only to write stories. He received many awards, including 32 National Film Awards by the Government of India, notably the Padma Bhushan in 1965, and the highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna, shortly before his death. Now his stories have been translated in Europe, the United States, and many other countries. Now, by the word attic, you should know, the attic is a small room on the roof of a house, and mostly the children like to play there. Usually they like to hide things there also. Now here, the story, Satyajit Ray is talking about his past. Now we all make mistakes, but what we should do is, when we are children, we make mistakes, we should rectify it. Now he tried to rectify his mistake, what he did many years as a teenager, as a young child. We don't realize sometimes when we make mistakes, we harm and hurt others, and that causes a long-lasting effect on that particular person. We think, okay, it's something casual and carry on, but we don't realize the consequences which happen to the other person. So the narrator and his friend, that is the author Satyajit Ray, and his friend Aditya, they were business partners. They visited the site of their new factory at Deodarganj, and the narrator asked Aditya whether he was interested in visiting his ancestral village. Ancestral village means the place where he was born, his whole family was brought up. His old childhood flooded with his memories. So he started thinking about his memories of his childhood. They decided to go to Brahmapur, his ancestral village. Now they decided to go. They were in a car and they were traveling. On the way, they stopped at a tea shop, which was Negin Uncle's tea shop, the favorite tea shop that the narrator and his friend used to, and all these young students, as children, they visited this Negin Uncle's tea shop. Negin Uncle did not recognize them because that time they were small, now they had grown. They had tea and biscuits. And while they were having tea and biscuits, they saw a man sitting at a corner table. They asked Negin Uncle who he was, and Negin Uncle told them that he was Sasanka Sanyal, and that he had led a cursed life. A cursed life means a miserable, very bad, sorrowful life. That man, while leaving the tea shop, that is, the man who was sitting there, Sasanka Sanyal, he recited a poem by Tagore. You know the famous poet Rabindranath Tagore, who wrote our national anthem. Even Rabindranath Tagore was a great poet, English poet. So this man who was sitting at the tea shop, he recited the poem. He gave a gesture. Gesture means an action, like a namaste, like joining the hands, like in greeting. And he left. That is, he greeted the tea shop owner and he left. Sasanka Sanyal was a classmate of Aditya. So we know why they are returning to this village. Aditya was returning because he wanted to meet his classmate Sasanka Sanyal. Now, this Sasanka Sanyal had led a cursed life, a very miserable life. He had lost his wife and his son. That means his wife and his son died. And whatever property he had, he sold it to get his only daughter married off. So he was staying all alone with a friend of his. And because of his sorrowful life, his wife not being there and no proper property, he lived a very poor life and a very sorrowful life. So he was not a normal person, like he was indifferent. He used to come to Nagal Uncle's tea shop to just have tea and biscuits. Now Aditya decided to visit Sasanka Sanyal's house. And then when they went there, actually it was a very grand house, but now it was all in ruins. Ruins means it was very old and all broken and not looked after. He went to the attic of the house. You know, I told you the room on the top. He took an article, something from there, like a medal. Then the narrator and Aditya went to the jeweler to find out the weight of the article. So they took that medal and they went to the jeweler. The jeweler said that the article was an antique. Antique means it was an old, valuable piece of art or a piece of thing that we use. Sometimes we have even clocks which are very old, which were not made nowadays, but those days, and it is sold for a very high price because it is valued so much. The narrator was surprised at the behavior of Aditya. So the person who was traveling with Aditya, he was surprised. Why did this Aditya do all these things? Go to this house, pick up this article, go to the jeweler shop and find out the rate of it. Then they went to meet Sanyal. Sanyal was reciting verses from Tego, the poet Tego. He was reciting some poetic verses. And he was not like his usual self, like he was just going on like sometimes when we see some people, no, they don't act normal because of his sorrowful life. So Aditya offered him 150 rupees and he told Sanyal that it was the price of the medal that he borrowed from him and never returned to him. So when they were schoolmates, he had borrowed this medal from Sanyal and didn't return to him. So he said, now I'm giving you the money, the price for it. Sanyal did not accept the money, saying that the silver medal would not cost more than 5 rupees. So Sasanka Sanyal did not take the medal because he said, the money, because he said even the medal won't cost 5 rupees. Those days it was very cheap. Nowadays only money is very costly. So this happened many years ago. He was not interested in money. He only wanted his medal back. So he got it returned after 29 years. He was happy that Aditya had returned the medal to Sasanka after 29 years. So you see how Aditya went back. He realized what mistake he did so many years back to his friend and classmate. So he went back to get the medal where he had hidden it. Actually, it belonged to Sasanka Sanyal because he recited some poems in school and he got the medal, silver medal. But Aditya borrowed it from him, saying that he will give it back and never returned it. And Aditya used it to tell everyone that he got the medal instead of Sasanka Sanyal. So see how he made a mistake and he knew it, he realized it. So he went back to apologize and to give back the medal to his owner. So this is to teach us children that we should learn to respect others, and also when we commit mistakes we should rectify it. Okay, so you read the story once again and then you will understand the whole truth.